look what I have here today. So I just wanted to take a moment and go over something I discovered today when I was interested in possibly selling some of my coins, rounds, and junk silver and buying some gold with it. So first of all, I went online to see how much the silver was that I was trying to sell. I just wanted to see how much it would cost me if I was to go buy it today. And I have them lined up here from the top left. So I have a Mexican Libertad. Now I went to SD Bullion, JM Bullion, and Money Metals to get the prices, and I just took the average price for these of what I could purchase them for online today. So now spot price right now is $30.33, and so knowing that and running with that number is what we're going to use for this information. So now the Mexican Libertad, I went online and the average price to purchase that right now was $38.55. And then the Britannia, which is right next to it here, was the same average price of $38.55. And I was pretty surprised with those two, considering I bought them for pretty low prices when I made the purchase. And then of course the American Eagle here, this is not a Star Privy, it's the 2024 regular ASE, and that was going for $36.01. And then the Maple Leaf came in right below that at $35.29. And then the Krugerrand came in at $34.71, and that was the least expensive one to purchase today. I also went online to look up the cost to buy some generic rounds, which I have here in the second row, and pretty much across the board they came in right around $33 to purchase generic rounds. And then the junk silver, depending on how much you buy, the range went from about $31.50 up to about $34 per ounce to buy that junk silver. And then your basic bars came in right around $33. And this here is one of the Trump medallion coins. Now I did pay $100 for that, and they're not going to give me anything more than just the basic round price for that, so I'm not interested in getting rid of that. And this is a collectible. This one here is a collectible Morgan, and I didn't plan on selling that either, but I just have it here in reference to get some prices. So now I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all out there for your support. Thank you for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. Also, I would like you to watch until the end. Today I have a special recording that was sent over to me from Joe Mike, and it's really neat. It's a silver stacking shanty. Watch until the end to hear the video. Thank you so much. It was interesting to see what these were, and then considering what they were going to give me at the store, and I went to my local coin store to find out what they were going to give me for my silver. Now, the process would be they would purchase my silver from me, and then I would buy gold at whatever price they're selling gold at. Now, the problem that I have with that is I can get gold a lot cheaper online using the way that I buy online than I could at that actual coin store. So it would have cost me a lot more money to buy the gold there. So either way though, I could have sold the silver, taken the money, and then purchased the gold online to get the better deal for it. But I decided not to sell at this time to do this. It didn't seem worth it to me at this point. The gold silver ratio is a little bit high, and I don't think that I'd be getting a good enough deal to make that purchase. So now all of the silver coins, they were going to give me spot price for all of those coins, except for the Mexican Libertad and the Krugerrand. They were going to take it in, and they wanted to do more research on the quality. They actually wanted to get more details on purchasing those from me, and I wasn't interested in selling them. I only have a couple of them each, So I told him not to worry about taking it to the back room and looking it all over and trying to see if there were any special deals on these particular coins. But the Britannias and the Maple Leafs were both selling they would have bought them from me at spot price. But the American Eagle, as always, they were selling or buying those back right now at $1 over spot. So spot +1 is what they would be purchasing those back. Now, I know that I've covered in the past, and I'll continue to let you know that when I buy silver, I really try to get silver eagles with my purchase and combine between the junk silver or some generic coins or my rounds that I buy. I try to keep my overall purchase below $3 over spot for the combined purchase. And the reason is those American Eagles, typically when I go into a coin store to make a sale on my coins, the Silver Eagle always seems to gain me the best premium selling back. And a lot of times it sells for over spot. In worst case scenarios, it sells at spot or just below, but it's still higher than anything else that I've tried to sell back in the past. So with that, that's what I try to do, and that's the reason why. The resale, if I ever try to sell it back, I try to keep those American Silver Eagles. And out of everything that I have, the most of any one thing that I do have is the American Silver Eagle. And it's for that reason. I try to keep enough of them in my stack to make sure it offsets my cost with the rest of it that I get, to make sure that if I ever have to sell for whatever reason, if I get in a pinch, then I have enough of those Silver Eagles to take in, and I can get more money back for those than anything else that I've purchased. Now, saying that, 90% is really not that bad. Now, the 90%, they were going to give me 93% on my 90%, which is about $2 under spot. But considering how I buy this, and a lot of times I can buy it for under spot, online right now, like I said, it's expensive, and the coin store itself has been selling it out. I haven't been able to buy much recently because I haven't been able to find it. But I did find some of it in a coin store recently, and I paid just at spot price, maybe a little bit over spot for it. So, but you can always get some money back for it, and they don't beat you up. But a 93% is something. You know, it's $2 under spot for that right now, but you can still turn it in and get better quality silver or whatever. Now, if you're really good at stacking and you know more about numismatics, and you buy a bunch of junk silver, or you buy a bunch of silver coins, old coins, pre-1965, and you know how to go through and pull out the mint marks and any of those coins that might have special features or prints or whatever that makes them more rare, and you can typically get it rated and make more money off those that way. I'm not real familiar with that process. I'm trying to learn a little bit more about it. That's the reason why I went ahead and purchased this here. Now, I paid $50 for this. I've seen some of them online that are not in as good condition and different years. Now, this is a 1921, and I've seen some going for more money than that. Most of the ones that are 1921 that look about the same as this one here are selling right around the $50 mark, and that's what I paid for this. And I've seen some that are in really poor condition selling online for $27 to $30, which is typical for $half or for silver dollars in that time frame there. So just wanted to cover this with you guys, and as always, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends. Holidays are coming, and you should go out there and pick up some silver for gifts for people. I think it's a great gift, and if you explain to the people what it is and to sit on it and hang on to it and encourage them to stack, and maybe explain some silver to them, share my channel with them. I can help them along their journey if they become stackers. But silver is a great gift. I would say give it to as many of your friends as you can afford, and teach them about silver and why it's so good to have, and help them to invest in themselves and to make a long-term life better for themselves by saving some money and getting into the silver stacking community. So until next time, onward and upward.
There once was a man that stacked silver, so he called himself an investor. But the silver he had was not enough, so he stacked it more and more. Soon then the increase comes, shiny, glittery, and in large sums. Now when the stacking's done, he loved it more and more.